Dear students, welcome to the video of quadratic equations, and this is video number 8. Okay. Now we are actually we are in the last part of quadratic equations, that is nature of the roots. Nature of the roots. You know now a quadratic equation will have two roots. These roots, they some equations can have equal roots, or the roots can be distinct, different. It may be fractions also, but different, so we call them as distinct roots. Sometimes the roots are imaginary, we say. What is the meaning of imaginary? They won't be real roots, so we call them as imaginary. Now this is all about the nature of the roots. Okay. Now this nature of the roots we can find out by a value called as the b squared minus 4ac of the quadratic equation. Now in the quadratic formula you will see that b squared minus 4ac will be in that square root sign inside. Now that b squared minus 4ac will give us the nature of the roots. So if the first thing is, sometimes, of course, you know what is a, what is b, what is c. You have to find b squared minus 4ac, the value of it. And of course, let me tell you, this is called as the discriminant or delta. Okay. It is also denoted by a small triangle which is called as delta. Okay. Now when an equation is given to you and they ask you to find the nature of the roots of that equation, you need not solve the equation, but you have to just tell how the nature is, how the nature, those roots, how they will be. You can find out by the value b squared minus 4ac. So if b squared minus 4ac, if it is greater than 0, if it is greater than 0 in any quadratic equation, then we say the roots are real and distinct. Different, distinct. I hope you understand the meaning of distinct. So they will be real, but they will be distinct. This is the one thing. Second thing is b squared minus 4ac can be equal to 0 also. It can be equal to 0. So in that case, roots are equal. They will be equal. The roots will be equal. Of course, real, that is there. So equal and real, or real and equal, we say. Then the third one is, if b squared minus 4ac, when we find it is a negative number. If you get a negative number, then we say it is less than 0. So if it is less than 0, then we say the roots are not real. We say roots are not real, or we also call it as imaginary. So these points you should know, and after knowing these points, there will be some problems in your exercise book, and example problems are there. So first of all, if we do one sum like this now, so there are saying about these roots will come to know when we do the problems. We have done number of problems. We have done already number of problems, but if you want to see now about the nature of the roots, then there will be, we can do some problems. See, for example, if you solve 3x squared minus 5x plus 2, 3x squared minus 5x plus 2, if an equation is given like this, then what you will do is a is equal to 3, b is equal to minus 5, and c is equal to 2. You will write, and we'll see this one. We'll find out the nature of the roots now. A is equal to 3, b is equal to minus 5, c is equal to 2. Okay. And Now what you get is uh, b squared minus 4ac equal to minus 5 the whole squared minus 4 into 3 into 2. So this is equal to 25 minus 4 3s are 12, 12 2s are 24. So you get here 1. Now 1 means it's greater than 0. It's greater than 0. So the nature of the roots of this equation will be real and distinct. If you want, we can check now. So how to do it? We just we can solve it now. We can solve it by the formula x is equal to minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac by 2a. If you want to find the roots and see clearly why they are called as if it is greater than 0, no, then the roots will be real and distinct. We saw it, we know it. So let's see. Minus b means minus of minus 5 plus or minus here just now b squared minus 4ac we have found here. So this is 25 minus 24 and by 2 into a, by 2 into a is 3. So this is equal to 5 plus or minus 1 by 6. So it is equal to, if you take now 5 plus 1 by 6, no, you'll get here 6 by 6 equal to 1. You'll get 1. And the other one you'll get it as 5 minus 1 by 6. The other root you'll get now 4 by 6. So 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 is another root. So here we say distinct roots. The distinct roots are, see the distinct roots are 1 and 2 by 3 in this problem. 1 and 2 by 3. So this is the problem now. So if they ask you just the nature of the roots, then you can say if 1 is greater than 0, you can stop here. 1 is greater than 0, therefore the roots are that means what? B squared minus 4ac is greater than 0. That is the meaning. So b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0. Therefore roots are real and distinct. You can just write this. But suppose they say find the roots and then write the and then find the roots also if they ask, no, then you have to do this. You have to do this problem. Okay. So that is the problem here. And sometimes I told you it will have equal roots also. So if it has equal roots, what will happen? We should see now. So how you can see now, if the roots are equal, how it will be. How it will be. See, for example, I will do one problem now. B squared. See here one problem I will take now. 2x squared minus x plus 1 by 8 equal to 0. So this is one equation. It is having a fraction. So what we do is we'll take the LCM, because in order to bring to the standard form we do it. Now 8 is the LCM. 8 to the 16x squared minus 8x plus 1 equal to 0. Now we take this 8 here if you want, or leave the LCM I usually say, because this 8 will go and multiply and become 0 only there. So 16x squared minus 8x plus 1 equal to 0. Now when you get the equation like this, now you have brought it to the standard form already. So a is equal to 16, b is equal to minus 8, c is equal to 1. So b squared minus 4ac. This is equal to b squared minus 4ac is equal to, if they ask just the nature of the roots, then you have to do only this. B squared minus 4ac you find minus 8 the whole squared minus 4 into 16 into a is 16 and this is 1. Okay. Now this is equal to 64 minus 8 the whole squared is 64. I hope you are able to see. Okay, minus 64. This will be equal to 0. See. Therefore, what has happened? B squared minus 4ac is equal to 0. Now, if it is equal to 0, then we say that roots are equal. Okay, we can just say like this, roots are equal if they ask you the nature of the roots. But if you want to find the roots, or I think if we find the roots, you'll come to know what is that equality, equal roots. Let's see now. So the and one more thing is b squared minus 4ac means discriminant is equal to 0. So we also call it as d equal to 0. D equal to 0. Now if you find the roots, x is equal to minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac by 2a. This is equal to minus b. Where is the equation? The equation is here and you have written here. So minus b means what? Minus of minus 8, because b itself is minus 8, plus or minus minus 8 the whole squared minus 4 into a is 16, and just now we had done this, b squared minus 4ac we have done here, and it is equal to 0 by 2a, 2 into 16, 2 into a is 16. Okay, this is equal to plus 8 plus or minus 0, square root of 0 is again 0 only, by 16 2 32. Okay, and this is equal to 8 by 32. If you cancel, you will get 1 by 4. So 1 by 4, both roots are 1 by 4. That is the meaning. So both roots will be 1 by 4. Therefore, they are equal, we told no beforehand. So both roots are equal to 1 by 4. Yes. So this is the problem. Now the last one is what? Let's take one more where the roots are imaginary. So imaginary, we shall take one problem. The third sum. The third one we'll see now. X squared minus 4 plus 4x plus 5 equal to 0. So a is equal to 1, b is equal to 4, c is equal to 5. Therefore, b squared minus 4ac equal to 4 the whole squared minus 4 into 1 into 5. So this is equal to 16 minus 20, which is equal to minus 4. We get minus 4. But minus 4 is, it is a negative number. So it is less than 0. So therefore, since b squared minus 4ac is less than 0, then it will have, the equation will have no real roots. It will have no real roots, or we say they are imaginary. Okay. Now just like this, if you no need of doing for everything. So they'll ask only this here. If it is negative, you won't be able to find the actual roots there, because it does not have, and therefore we should say the roots are imaginary. So this is the thing. So 3 problems we did just now, discussing about the nature of the roots. Okay, children. And next is, there will be some example problems. I have taken some example sums only, and other sums are there, example sums are there, and exercise, what you should do is, I have done the other, example problems you have to look over, you can copy down, you will understand it very well now. And exercise 10.4, 10.4, see here all, you have to, is it possible, there are some sums like that, is it possible and all. So is it possible, if they ask no, that means you have to find the nature of the roots, that's all. B squared minus 4ac you have to find, and show them that it is whether it is possible or not. When you find the roots, you will come to know. So that is the end of this lesson actually. 10.4 we can do if you want. Now it is already time up. 3 problems we have already done, and I am going to stop it now. It is nearing 15 minutes. Okay, children. So I will stop now. We can go to the next video afterwards.